Yo, I respectfully disagree podcast. Woo. I don't even know where this one gonna go. I hope it's safe. Got big bro on with me tonight. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's
Uh,
up?
I can't call it, man. Just another rainy day here in Louisville, Kentucky. Craziness today. You asked. Really, I didn't want to touch it, but I mean, the internet's going crazy. Unk is the topic of of the world right now, really. And yet again, it's for all the wrong reasons, in my opinion. And just to give a quick, background, um, there's a young lady that has now come out and has filed charges, sexual assault charges against Shannon Sharpe. And the last year has been a crazy year for him in regards to everything that was going on between him and Skip Bayless. And then, the internet went crazy on some of his little outfits being skin tight and stuff like that. His name kept flirting around and, what I'm saying, some of the gay rumors and things like that. So then boom, out of nowhere, here comes this sex tape that magically
Audio
the audio of him engaging in intimate acts magically appears, and what I'm
on
saying,
Instagram live.
so to me, I said it then, I felt like that was staged. They knew what was going on, and I felt even with that incident it was unprofessional. I'm like, now you way out of pocket. Like, first of all, bro, you a Hall of Famer, hell of an NFL career. Surely the guy, you ain't got to stoop to that level to try to prove the
I don't
internet.
think it was staged, man. For one, I don't think my guy is tech savvy. For two, as the young girl saying now, he was probably trying to record Miss Nichelle, and the phone done slipped in the bed, and somebody knee or leg done touched it, and done did some things. And hey, you see, I changed my name on the screen.
Look, I ain't even pay attention to that. Oh
I
man, you know
know.
what? Oh my goodness, dog. Are you serious? Well, first of all, I'm
I
pushing the
done been
button.
there, so I know it's possible.
I'm pushing the button. First of all,
I disagree.
I respectfully disagree, and the reason why I say that is because I'm right here on Instagram Live. Okay, before I even hit the live button, you got to hit whether or not you want to make a post, a story, a reel, or go live. So first of all, you got to cycle through them options, hit live, then it asks you, do you want to create a title? So I
And
done
he
put
may
a
have
title.
accidentally hit it when he was in that mid stroke with that good hip. And he doesn't hit. I'm trying to tell you, it happens.
You already off the rocker, bro. So I'm telling you. So even after I done typed the title, you still got to turn around and hit live again. You got to push 2 or 3 buttons before you even get to the live
That's when they
moment.
put a hand in the pillow and touched it and hit that next step.
We're going to get there, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get there. I'm saying to you, during that moment, I felt like it was staged, and that at the end of the day, no man, whether it's true or not, wants to be attached to a lot of the rumors that was being attached to him simply based off of how he dressed and who his stylist and stuff was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to downgrade or talk about anybody from that community. So that's not the conversation. I'm just saying that I feel like he put that out there because he was trying to prove a point. And with the success of his nightcap podcast and stuff like that, they were able to monetize. And that was a hell of an episode because the whole world was going to be watching. So even with that, it's like, for shits and giggles, we all was sitting here waiting for that episode.
Well, I watched it live.
That's what I'm saying. So in terms of entertainment, he knows that right now he's got the juice. You know what I'm saying? Like Shannon Sharpe's name was hot in these streets for a multitude of reasons. Shout out to E on the live already, bro. I don't know where this big K nasty come from, dog. He on his Shannon Sharpe stuff already. That's why I was like, I really didn't want to touch this, but we here now. So
all I'm saying is I'm gonna give Unc the benefit of the doubt. He innocent until proven guilty in the court of law.
and that's fair. I'm glad you on here and you have that take, because I'm going to get into my perspective. I'm just trying to lay the foundation for how we got here. And it's like, boom, Club Shay Shay blew up, the Cat Williams interview. So now he's adding more and more celebrities to that couch. And in my opinion, I feel like the fame, the instant success, and all of this then kind of went to his head. And it's kind of like now he's playing a character. Like he's lost in between who he really is and who this character is for ESPN, for Club Shay Shay, for Nightcap. And now you like, this is a daily 24 cycle. Like you have to be the clean cut suit person for ESPN. You got to be the cool, calm, collected person for Club Shay Shay. And then you follow that up Nightcap. Now you the wild and reckless Unc. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
So based on a lot of the conversations and stuff that they've had on Nightcap, to me, as soon as I read the allegations from this girl, I was like, nah, it don't even surprise me at this point. It sounds like him. He could be innocent. He very well could be innocent. But as soon as I saw the allegations and I read the text messages and things like that, I'm like, nah, Unc is foul. So for me personally, I can't get with this one. Like I ain't messing with that, bro.
You ain't messing with it because from our private conversations, because of the age of the girl.
That is a big, huge factor for me. Yes, absolutely.
So had it been some old 50-year-old sister from Alabama, you'd have a different take on it, or what?
My take, if it was someone of an appropriate age, would have been, bro, why y'all got a camera and doing all this in y'all private sessions? Like, it's still a crazy conversation to be having, bro. Like, there's no way, and here's where you can correct me if I'm wrong. Who are you having conversations with where somebody telling you put a big black baby in me? Like that's insanity. Like that's crazy, bro.
When I first read it, I thought she was talking about something else until you was talking about some lifetime payments.
What?
I thought she was talking about something else. The baby leg. And then what they be called?
Oh God. Even with that, it's just me. Like I'm a firm believer in sex is an act for reproduction. Yeah. Again, society has monetized it, turned it into a norm to where we supposed to have the freakiest fetishes and porn and video recordings. We supposed to do it in the car while we driving, hanging upside down from the back cave. Like society has created those
Ain't
norms.
No society. That some people just got their preference, what they like. What you mean?
Bruh, like again, this is just me. This is just my opinion.
Right.
We already know sex sells. We already know that porn is one of the top industries in the world. So at the end of the day, that's a fantasy. That's a what do you call it? Image the visualizations of people thinking that I have to copy what I see from these movies. That's all mind control, in my opinion.
For me and my partner, right? At the end of the day, baby, that's gonna help you. You finna benefit from this movie at the end of the day. Ask me why.
I'm
'Cause guess
listening,
what?
man. I'm listening. I'm scared to ask, but I'm
So guess
listening.
what? In my head, I know this camera rolling. Hey, we finna get busy.
So you understand you proving my point, bro. That's the psychological aspect of it all, bro. Like we've been programmed to think that we have to reenact what we think is going on down there in Silicon Valley. It's a what do you call it?
But see, see, we better than Silicon Valley.
Oh God.
You got 48 minutes of unedited.
Unc said 10. Unc
Look,
said they can ready to release a 30-second clip. Show the full 10. Show the full 10. That right there in its own self should tell you, man, sit your ass down, dog. Like, again, I understand we laughing and joking around with it or whatnot, but I'm saying for me, in theory, like the fact that you met this person and they were 19 years old and you well beyond 50, it's like, what are we doing, man? And again, it ain't just him. Hold on. It ain't just him. I understand Bill Belichick got a young chick. It's a lot of these Hollywood dudes walking around with these little young tenderonis, whatever you want to call it. And if that's what they want to do to try to feel young, more power to them. My pushback on all of this is like, hey, what kind of crazy relationship do y'all have to where y'all talking like this via text message? That is insane to me. And we all done been young at one point in life. And I know when I was in high school and college, you talk crazy, trying to set the mood, trying to gas people up, see how far it's going to go or whatnot. But it's like, okay, when do you hit that age where it's like, I'm not finna send this in no text message? Like, what are we doing? Or am I tripping? Or is it just me?
No,
Russ at 48.
ain't gonna be no text message.
Hey, he don't know what he on over, boy. He on them perk 30s or something. That man said 48.
This is all that. I'm
you
scared
know,
to take one of
drinking
them
monsters. You over drinking them, getting high off your own supply.
Look.
Y'all done got this
right here. they within reach.
Oh my God. So, like, all jokes aside, though, bro, because I'm sitting there, I'm like, this to me screams, I don't want to call the man no predator or nothing like that. I don't even know if it's a fetish.
How you a predator if they legal?
I just said I don't want to call the man a predator. I literally just said that. I ain't gonna sit there and talk bad about
you even give anything a title?
Because, bro, like, dude, listen to me. If I'm 50 years old and this person is 19, bro, we talking about somebody that was born when I was in my I was 30 years old when they was born, bro. That's sick. That's sick. You're not gonna change my mind. That's sick, bro. If you want me to push the button, feel free to say, man, go on, push the button. That is a sick image to have in your head, dog. And I've said this before.
So if
like,
a man if I'm in Las Vegas, I'm 56 years old.
Okay. They
I'm
all out on the
down
strip.
the Fremont Strip at 56. And I see something nice. And they out there got the shit out and everything looking good and scrumptious. Am I thinking I'm 30 years old when this nigga, or am I looking at this ass and titty walk down the damn strip?
So first of all,
thinking about how old they was?
Again, you got to play the factors of life and take in consideration that most normal people, and I'm not trying to generalize and stereotype, I'm saying most normal people, by the time you hit mid 40, 50 years old, bro, you on the backside of life and what life is supposed to be about. Hopefully by now, bro, you putting kids through college. You may be even raising grandkids. So why the hell you walking down the Vegas Strip looking for something young to even engage in at 50 something years old?
I don't know what type of life that you used to, but I ain't got to go look for nothing. It walks straight up to you. So what you do then?
So at the end of the day, you you trying to mix your personal thoughts in with this conversation, and you are
But that's
entitled
what I'm
to do
saying.
that. What
You
I'm
mixing
saying to you
your
is,
personal thoughts,
I'm
right?
not mixing in. I'm saying to you, bro, at the end of the day, what does a 50-year-old and a 19-year-old have in common? I could be walking down the street and see a 19-year-old butt ass naked. That doesn't change the fact that when I look at her, I'm going to know that she's young.
You might not.
What reason would I have to sit here and have a desire to snatch somebody that I clearly see is young? Other than me, like I said before, if that's a fetish or he's a freaky perv, then whatever you want to call it,
So
then that's the label you put on
for
it.
Miss Sophia.
First of all, I hope that I ain't gonna be 56 looking for nothing. At
Well,
the
we
end of
know
the
you're
day,
married. So if you wasn't married, you didn't have no
no,
wife.
I'm saying to you, even if I wasn't married, bro, at some point, a lot of that shit that we talking about has to leave your system. If you some rich, wealthy person, which that's what he is, he's single, he's not married, and that's what he wants to engage in, he's entitled to that. Do that shit in the privacy of your own home or wherever you at. The fact that you pulling out cameras and y'all sitting there and you exposing yourself for text messages to even come out, that's where I feel like, bro, you are responsible for your own downfall. You can't be mad at nobody else because you shouldn't even put yourself in that position. A person that has stature and is famous, you should automatically know from day one. Anytime I'm entertaining anybody, leave your phone at the door. Here go a bag. Put your phone in here. You get your phone once you leave.
You get your phone after you take your plan B, then you leave. Put it in order.
Touche.
Then get it right now. Take your plan B, then you get your phone.
Oh my God! But
let me see. Raise your tongue.
But I'm just saying, and like again, that's why I'm like, I'm not here to tear this man down. I just feel like for me, the age gap is very inappropriate. The type of conversation that they engaging in is very inappropriate. And I can't imagine a 50-year-old man tooting his legs up, because if them text messages are accurate, she was with the business. So
if he paying 50,000, you supposed to be doing whatever, right?
Man, that like but again, to me, it's just like that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And then you know that her talking about I'm over here crying. I asked you to put a condom on. You wouldn't put a condom on. Like, you're painting this picture like he was just some barbaric person and just took advantage of you and done all these things that you didn't necessarily consent to. So now it's your word versus his. And that's why I'm saying, if you was conducting yourself like a civilized human being, then you can't even paint that picture of me. You can't even paint that picture of me going in here acting like I'm motherfucking Tarzan or somebody, bro. That's crazy. Act your age, dog.
Act your age.
Act your age, bro. I'm telling you, he be on nightcap. To me, it's almost like football locker room talk. Like you trying to get kudos from Ocho and whoever's watching and listening because you still want to feel young.
It ain't even about feeling young.
Name one person you know in their 50s that sit around and have them type of conversations. And I get it. It's entertainment.
But guess what? I'm going to be in my 50s soon. I'm knocking on 50, dog. And if I ain't married, I'm still going to be enjoying what I'm enjoying.
Listen to me. I didn't say you can't enjoy what you enjoy. I'm saying who you sitting around at a round table with, having them type of hey, boy, guess what I did last night? I had somebody in the figure four and we was this and that, man. We was breaking lamps and like, what are we doing, bro?
I'm gonna hit my homeboy. Hey, I done took my heart medication. I had to get 2 pills this time.
Man,
went to the DR, went ham.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, maybe that's just where, you know what I'm saying? I just live a average middle class lifestyle, boring old man married with kids or whatever. I don't know, but it's like,
you've been you've been out, you've been to college, you've been out, you experienced the world, but you lived your life in a different lens than what my life has been.
Absolutely. And there's no shade either way. There's no right or wrong. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
not
And I'm
saying what
saying
he done was wrong.
I'm
That's his
saying
preference.
you more conservative, positive. Well, my life has been more. I got to make a decision in the next 30 seconds. Are we walking out this door or we not?
So I'm
Would
saying
you
to
agree?
you, it's like that in its own self. And I'm not here to judge anybody. That's your business. I just feel like under these circumstances,
So what you
he
think my life be like if I had that Shannon Sharpe money?
look, you probably be somewhere shriveled up by now because you done caught something. I don't know. I'll
No,
be
we
sending you postcards. You over in Thailand somewhere. Over
can't
there
come back to
shriveled
the
up.
country.
What was old buddy?
Banned in the
Squid
USA.
Game. No, that old man laying there looking out the damn window. Squid Games. You done had your damn fun.
Man, that's crazy.
But you know what? That's a great point too, because switch from real quick and think about these young up and coming NBA players, your Anthony Edwards, your Zion's, old buddy for the Houston Rockets, that's got the baby by the older lady. And I'm not saying this is just me and two women are they get the same smoke, bro. Like, why are you preying upon these younger dudes? Because at the end of the day, you know they don't know any better. So that's a whole nother dynamic when you start talking age gaps from my perspective. You dealing with a young mind, so that's somebody that you can come in and paint this picture that I'm gonna dominate you. I'm gonna put a leash on you and choke you and this and that and that and this. You have your way with somebody that's 19 years old versus Thelma that's 40 and gonna say, you know what, you ain't putting no collar on me, you black, you know what? That's
And
the
then that
difference.
nigga put them 50 racks out and she over getting dog choked. Shit.
But I'm saying to you, it's like when you look at these young players, they're coming across these big amounts of money, and the first thing that comes to their mind is, I got to go out here and ball out. I have access to any woman that I could possibly dream of.
And then him and Drake
So,
knocking up porn stars.
so that's what I'm saying. It's like Unc ain't the only one, and that just shows you that I truly feel that money is the root of all evil, bro. That
It's the
they
money.
have
Because
that
guess
phrase
what?
for a reason.
I'd have had a porn star. Give me 100 million. I'm getting 3 of my favorites. We get ready to make a movie.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that a situation like this should impact his career and whether or not he's going to get that type of money now? It's a
It's
bad
gonna,
optic when you start
it's
talking about
gonna
sponsorships and things like
impact.
that.
Let me tell you how bad it's gonna impact his career. At first, I was kind of like, all right, this is setup type thing. But then I'm driving home yesterday, and remember I called you, and I said, man, I listened to that again. Listened to it a couple times driving home. And I was like, boy, that nigga sound like one of them serial killers in one of these movies I done watch. And he all calm, collected when he said, like, bitch, you know, I'm gonna choke your ass and I'll do it in public. And that's gonna be the headline. Big black nigga choke white woman. And he sounded so calculated and serious with it. I said, hey, that motherfucker ain't playing. He finna choke the shit out of Gabby.
So that's why I'm saying to you, it's bad optics. It almost sheds a light on who he truly might be as a person in real life. Because I don't know if you saw the interview that's circulating now. I didn't watch the full interview with him and Darnell Rollins, Ashley Larry. Apparently, he was on Club Shay Shay or whatever, and Shannon Sharpe asked him a question about why he decided to have a baby with a younger chick. So Shannon Sharpe is mocking him for knocking up. I think they said the lady's like 23. So that shows you that he's a hypocrite. This interview took place in January, which means that this is during the same time that he's having these issues with the 19-year-old.
What makes him a hypocrite? Because he asked a question.
Go back and watch it because he's like, man, you got to quit messing with these young girls. You can't be out here caught. At least if she was 33, if she was 33 or something in her 30s, then maybe that's different. But in her 20s, dog, come on, dog. She's 23. You're a hypocrite because you were sitting here knocking down a 19, 20-year-old yourself. So that's why I'm saying people
get did he say it in the content of he shouldn't do it, or he said that you shouldn't get caught doing it?
He was saying it in the content of you shouldn't be doing it. That's why it's recirculating now and then went viral again, because how are you going to sit there and make jokes and laugh at this person for doing the same thing that you was doing? So that's why I'm implying that shows you that a lot of these people get behind these podcasts and they play characters. This is a mask. You get on ESPN, this is a mask. You get on Nightcap, this is a mask. So I'm saying that in my opinion,
is it a mask or is that just him at 8 o'clock in the morning? This is
playing a persona.
This is me after 8.
So that's what I'm saying.
So when I get up and go to my job 5 to 4, I got a mask.
I'm saying to you, the 8 o'clock Shannon Sharpe, get on ESPN. He's laughing, joking. Lakers in 5. You get the cool, calm, collected club. Shay, let's take a shot of LaPortier. We're going to answer these questions. That's smooth, adult Shannon Sharpe. Then Nightcap, here come the freaks come out at night. But in reality, based on the track record, he's an abusive person, controlling, because those allegations came out even with the people that work behind the scenes with the Club Shay stuff about him preaching promptness and being on time, and everybody's got to coordinate with his schedule. I know you remember that.
But that's, you just mentioned earlier, that's his media platform. That's money that he got to spend. That's coming out of his pocket. So why would I not, if I'm running a business, would I not want you to be prompt and be respectful of my time on the business that I'm paying for out of my pocket?
If you got a crew of people that work for you, of course you want professionalism. But at the end of the day, you don't get to dictate when people can take off, when they're allowed to have, they have to schedule their days off around his vacation time. I know you remember those allegations in those conversations. Shout out to everybody that's on the live.
No,
if I got a later on gonna choke the Lakers.
Do what?
Shout out to E. He said, poke the, stroke the, later on I'm gonna choke her. Lakers in 5. Shout out to Rose. Monique tried to tell him that, and that's my perspective. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, once you reach a certain age in life, when does that shit get old? I don't want to say boring, because you ain't trying to dim nobody's sexual light. Whatever keeps you living, that's what keeps you going. Some people may do it, keep their blood circulating, stay fresh. But I'm saying to you, when you look at the dynamics of it all and the things that he's been accused of in the past, whether they're sexual or not, he's been labeled as a control freak. Somebody who's, I have to dominate and run my circumstances around me. So even if you listen to how he was sitting there talking with his Michelle, that perception fits what this young lady is saying. So I'm saying to you, how is he going to fight these allegations when you have a track record that follows you? Even when he snapped on Ocho, he snapped on Ocho for being late for the whole world to see. Did he not?
He did.
So I'm saying to you, if he's willing to do that with the cameras rolling, what is he doing when he know ain't nobody watching? And I'm not trying to paint him to be no monster or none of that. So please understand, that's not the perception that I'm painting of him. I'm just saying that he's giving the legwork for this girl to be able to produce a strong case. Yeah, I'm going to choke you. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like, that's almost scary.
The way he said it, yes. But in the same sense, like I said, what I tell you, had a conversation with someone and they was like, eating cucumbers make they body hurt. It does something with their gallbladder, and it puts them in significant pain. And I'm just joking. You know what? Mental note. How about cucumber water? Next time you piss me off. Is that going to hurt you? But it's a joke. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I get what you're saying, but I'm just like, and I feel like even with that, when you listen to the audio, I feel like, in my opinion, it shows the age gap and a lot of the dead space. It was like a dull conversation, and that could very well be a result of her knowing that she's trying to set this man up. So we don't know what a true conversation is going to be, but it's just kind of like, yeah, okay, Shannon. Like, this is a 19-year-old. She ain't got no say. We ain't got nothing in common. It's just a dull conversation. And the only thing that we have in common is intimate acts. And if it's the way she's labeling it, then we in her role playing and you in her choking her out, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Has to be choked out. He got messages.
It might be the fear talking. Hell, she's scared to say, caress me, hold me late at night.
How you scared? You a grown person. You ain't got to go near him. Y'all don't live
that
together.
Motherfucker can bench press 500 pounds. That's why. Hell.
But what I'm saying is, you ain't got to be in his presence. Change your number. You ain't got to talk to him no more.
But you know what? Now that I will agree with. You can't have a hypothetical for that. And in most cases, that's why I'm real hesitant to sit here and jump down the man and make him at fault for situations where it's known that abuse is occurring, but for whatever reason, you keep coming back. And I feel like he should have known that something is off with these type of conversations. Like, man, what the hell? Put a dog collar on me and what? I want your big black baby. That conversation right there should, like, hey, bro, we ain't doing that. Cut that shit out. Even if you say that in person, in private, but don't ever text no shit like that to me, man. What the fuck you mean? I want your big black baby. What? Man, that's crazy, bro. I'm sorry.
And even as a man, we plot, because guess what? Let Alicia Keys give me a shot. I'm poking holes in the condom. She finna have these black yellow babies.
That's what's wrong with you, Unc, right there. Can't get
she
it out.
Have these yellow babies. Let me get a hold of them Alicia Keys.
That's crazy work, God.
What's that one y'all was talking about that y'all went and watched? Little yellow one?
Look, man, don't incriminate me on this live.
I was talking about y'all went to a concert. Who y'all was talking about your wife the other week?
We went and saw Alicia Keys in concert. What are you saying?
It was somebody else y'all saw. She mentioned was on stage.
Look, I don't know, man. Don't try to put me in the doghouse with your ass, man.
Nothing. I'm just
Who
saying.
that y'all talking about? Look, you doing too much.
Y'all went to a concert. You said she performed good. It wasn't bad. She didn't have a bad performance. Some new light-skinned girl.
I don't even know. Dog, you gotta talk to him, man. I don't know what he doing, man. He trying to get me in the doghouse, bro.
How you in the doghouse? I'm asking you about a concert you and your wife went to.
Now that you done put emphasis on my wife was present, then that's perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, I didn't know where you was going. Who was that chick you were talking about? Man, I ain't talking about nobody.
Who am I getting scared? You the one looking crazy for no reason. What you been doing?
No, I'm gonna go text my wife right now. Can you choke me later? Nah, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I ain't got no dog in this fight, man. Not at all. Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate you.
There you go.
Man.
Poking holes too.
That's why I can't do nothing serious with this dude, dog. I can't do nothing
mama
serious.
Number 5. Man.
Like I said, deep down, all jokes aside, deep down, I feel bad for dude a little bit because I'm like, he's at the peak of his life after football. Because you got to remember, he went to CBS. He had some situations over at CBS, playing in the snow, got jammed up over there. Got some allegations at Fox. They saying that I'm reading some stuff now where they saying that Fox settled some stuff under the table. They was paying people off, said he choked somebody over at Fox. So it's like, is this a situation where he's so successful? They're saying that he was potentially getting ready to sign $100 million contract. And is this the powers that be that's trying to bring him back down a little bit? So now he ain't worth that. And if he wants any type of money for Club Shay Shay and stuff, you may not even get half of that now.
If Biden
You're
was
gonna
still
ruin
on,
your reputation. Huh?
we wouldn't be going through this.
I can't hear you.
I said, if Joe Biden was still in office, we wouldn't be going through this. We wouldn't be going through this.
That's crazy work.
Trump
But
never
I'm
ain't
just
finna let
saying,
that man get no $100 million.
so that's why I'm like, deep down, it's like, damn, bro, like you was right there at the cusp of all of this. And is this a situation where it's like, bro, just shut your mouth until all this happens? That's what Stephen A was trying to say. He's like, bro, I'm waiting until I get all my contracts, everything signed, the ink is dry, and then I'll go on every podcast and whatever and talk shit about LeBron. I done got paid now. Should Shannon Sharpe just kept everything under wraps? Don't nobody know what deals is being worked out under the table. But now that he done put everything on blast, and he's almost, you don't become cocky in a sense.
He ain't cocky. I'm gonna use that in court. Where was this lawsuit at before now? But I'll say I'm getting ready to get $100 million and she won't 51.
So that's what I'm saying. Had nobody knew what he was getting ready to get, then you may not even be listening to this right now. People think money makes them untouchable. I feel that way as well, E. Simple setup, got him through his weakness. Yep. I think that's what it is, bro. And it's like, for me, in my opinion, I think it all ties in together because of the persona that he plays on these shows. It all factors in. You got a endorsement deal with some enhancement pills and things like that. So when you own Nightcap, yeah, it's all jokes and stuff, but in reality, you trying to sell a product. Yeah, man, I pop one of these, man. I'm good. I'm good. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? And like you play this part, but then you have to really live up to it in reality. So now the two worlds done crossed and you done jammed yourself up. I don't know.
But you keep saying play a part. How we know that it just ain't him?
I don't know. We'll never know. That's why I tell people you can't take too much when it comes to these rappers, singers, professional athletes, and things like that. Like, people really truly believe that we know who these people are, and we don't. Same can go for you and me. What's your shirt say over? Hero?
Oh yeah.
Hero?
I am a hero.
You ain't no damn Captain America. Shit.
I'm finna save somebody.
Oh Lord. Look at
get over this island. What they say? 50 cents a day, feed them? Give them 200. They're finna eat all year. They're finna eat for the next 2 years.
Better chill out, boy, for somebody send this over to the higher ups.
I'm just joking.
Man. But it's just, I mean, it's interesting, and then after this, we can get ready to jump off here. I just wanted to shoot my thought process on all of this. And like I said, a little bit of me feels bad, but then I'm like, bro, if you was out here doing what a typical 50-year-old man is doing, which is focusing on the success of his career, I'm not saying that he's got to be married. Married life ain't for everybody. But it's
so
like,
typical 56-year-olds, but what they supposed to do?
Bro, he's got children that should be having children at this point. He should be a damn grandfather by now. You out here more worried about you getting your rocks off and living your youthful days, bro. You midway through life, man. That's just me. Again, you didn't let me finish. If what he does in his private life stays private, then none of this is even a conversation. Keep your private life private. That's the answer to it all. You ain't got to accidentally go live in her breaking Michelle back. None of that, bro. Like, why is that important to you at 50 something years old? You trying to be Ron Jeremy and Mandingo? Like, what is this? What are you trying to reenact?
I'm better than Ron Jeremy.
Oh, Lord.
Ron Jeremy ain't got shit on me.
That's Zorro, motherfucker. Shut up, man.
That's stage. They gotta take breaks.
Look, the crazy part is now we don't know if you being serious or playing a character.
They gotta take breaks.
Oh man,
this is raw, unedited performance,
man. But all jokes aside, I'm being serious. Like, bro, like if I know I got a lot to lose, I'm gonna do everything in my power to protect it.
Well, the first thing he's gonna have to do is stop playing in the snow. That's the first thing.
Where's Dr. Umar?
He need to go to Taiwan and one of them Japanese girls and call it a day.
I'm just saying, it's weird. It's a weird dynamic, and that's why I'm just like, you gotta think, bro. I mean, he played most of his career in Denver, man, and it might just be what he's into.
They got a couple sisters, and I've been to Denver. They got some sisters out there. I found me one when I was out there.
I'm trying to help Unc, man.
They got some sisters out there. I found a sister in Denver. I wasn't there but a week. So he's
like Travis Hunter went to the Jags. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. The draft is on, the playoffs is on. It's Knicks Pistons, dog. That's gonna be tough. But anyways, going back to what we talking about before we jump off here real quick. I get what everybody is saying, but I'm not gonna say that this is like I don't know how to word it.
Where we from, you don't play in the snow. We may have plenty of snow, but you don't go out and play in the snow. We away from there. I still don't play in the snow. Can't nobody ever say they saw me playing in snow.
Yeah, you desperado now, motherfucker. You down there.
I did it.
Oh man. But I'm just saying, it's like, I get it. But then it's like, bro, you look at situations, what Zion going through, what Ant-Man going through. It's like, and again, I'm not here to disrespect women or nothing like that. It's like, bro, they see dollar signs, bro. Hell no, his time ain't up. There are 3 watching in here. He's live with 25K right now. Man, you ain't gotta throw my shit under the bus, whoever you are on the YouTube. We just asked him a question. Somebody that's watching this live on YouTube said, hell no, his time is not up. There are 3 people watching in here, referencing my live with the 3 people on the YouTube, and he's got 25K. I'm not here to piss on him. It's all good. Look, hit the subscribe button for me. Help me get to 25K. I'm just talking out loud. Again, I said that deep down, I kind of feel bad because he was right there at the cusp of everything going his way, bro. You know how him and Skip fell out. I feel like Skip was way out of pocket. Shannon Sharpe made Undisputed, in my opinion. Shannon Sharpe is the reason why I tuned in every morning to watch it. You couldn't wait to see what Shannon Sharpe was going to say. He brought the entertainment value. Even now, you pair him with Stephen A. Smith, there's entertainment value. That's why Nightcap is so successful. There's entertainment value in that.
Yeah, I ain't watch no Skip nothing. You know, I watch no sport, but I was watching to see that fool acting. Yeah, go James.
So I'm saying it's like, to me, that was the perfect karma for how Undisputed ended. It's like, okay, you thought you was finna ruin my career and cut off a good thing. Well, look at how many doors done open afterwards. And now it's like, boom, somebody trying to come and close these doors. And it's like, come on, man. Don't shoot your own self in the foot is all I'm saying.
I would
Keep
be
your private
surprised
life
Skip done
private.
sitting Gabby over there, knowing what they
What?
like. Skip
Do
done
what?
sitting Gabby over there.
Look, that very well could be the issue. Like Rose said, they done hit him where his weakness is. And it's like, boom, like, I'm successful. I'm rich. I can have anything that I want. And somebody caught him slipping. Put them big black babies in me, bro. That's crazy.
They
That's
should have put
crazy.
that goat mask on and covered his face. He'd have been all right.
But anywho, man, dope conversation. Now, like I said, I just wanted to get my little 15 minutes on it. Everybody's talking about it on the internet. I agree. He shot himself in the foot. I rock with him, but he always talk about protect the brand, and he felt absolutely. That's all I'm saying. He had a whole lot to say to Ocho about being professional and this and that. And it's like, bruh, you are on entertainment television, peak middle of the morning, 10 a.m. to noon. Everybody's tapped in the first take. Everybody was having conversations about him possibly being Stephen A's successor when Stephen A walks away from it. Like, you had everything right there in front of your face. And it's like, now you being asked to step away from ESPN. Now, whether or not it'll be until NFL season comes back, we won't know. But it's like, that's a stream of income that's cut off now potentially behind this, bro. Keep your private life private and you won't have these issues. He could be somewhere right now with 17 chicks dangling from a rope.
And
You know
if
what
he
I'm saying?
go to an OnlyFans with him, he gonna make some more million.
Look, that might be his next avenue. That in its own self should have let you know who he was dealing with, and we gone after this. If the chick really did do OnlyFans, it's like, bruh, again, I'm not here to judge. It ain't none of my business. But it's like, we all know what the motive is. Money is the motive. Is it not? Most
It
people that
is.
do
If I'm just praying
OnlyFans,
somebody come do one with me, I put a mask on. Let's get paid.
so it's like, bruh, most, not all, because I don't want to, generalize and throw people into these boxes and stuff, but most people who stoop down to OnlyFans, it's like, bro, I'm willing to do anything for a quick buck. And based on a lot of the reports and things, a lot of these people are making nice money in a short amount of time. So if you meet somebody and you find out that they do OnlyFans, bro, that should have been strictly anytime we link, this is all it is. What we got to have text conversations for.
True.
Are you coming in or not?
And see, look, that who was that professor they had on that went viral in college? I spent $5 for a month. I got $5 to waste. see what it looked like. I'd have spent that on something crazy anyway.
You'd have got your biggie bag, but you wouldn't pay for a month subscription. But I'm just like,
just to see the college professor, just see what it was like.
That's where society has come to, bro. Like, cheap thrills, fast money, and he fell for it. And it may have cost him a couple million now.
But what I tell you yesterday, he gonna be all right.
We know that at the end of the day, but it's like, bro,
he gonna be all right.
I don't know too many people that's willing to forfeit 50 to 100 million, bro. I don't care how much money you got. You leaving a lot on the table, man. And then you try to throw out 10 million to make it all go away. So that ain't a good look. So anybody that endorses him or backs him moving forward, they risk losing money just for having him a part of whatever they got going on.
And the girl's stupid. She may not even win the case. You could have done had your smooth 10 mil.
Somebody gonna pay her to write a damn book. Somebody. Oh, but anywho, man, my wife is home now. I gotta check on my family. Dope conversation, bro. Very entertaining. I enjoy having you on. You lighten up the room because both of y'all crazy. You and Unc both crazy.
I ain't crazy. It's just my lifestyle.
And that very well could be his, and I'm not here to judge him, bro. It's just like, bro, you gotta do a better job of protecting your brand, dog.
I ain't have no role models.
Look, I just told you the other day, Too Short dropped a whole new album. So I'm pretty sure you lit up. You was happy listening to it. That was your role model right there.
I ain't have no role model. I do my own thing. Ain't nobody coerce me.
Look, y'all, show you how crazy. I don't even know if you remember this. How infatuated this man was with Too Short, dog. You remember getting that pen and that paper and you wrote down the whole song word for word. You don't remember that? What track was that? Was that Cocktails or Getting It? Which one?
Probably would have been Life Is.
No, I think it was Cocktails, bro. He sat down and wrote the whole. Look, he's sitting there pushing stop. Wrote the. You would have thought you was writing a song, bro.
Oh, talking about the one with Sharon or all the names.
Yeah, all the names, bro. I'm like, dude, that had to have been what? Late 90s? When did that come out?
Hold on, let me look.
And the fact that I remember that, bro, you sat down and wrote the lyrics with a pen and paper, bro. I'm like, what are you doing? But look, we ain't had no computer and the internet back then, so I guess that's the only option you had.
1995.
I remember that. That boy hand wrote Too Short. Man. Yep, he had an influence.
He wasn't an idol, but he
had a big influence on your life, man. I don't even know why you trying to hear pretending. It might be you and Shannon Sharpe.
He came to Houston. I was like, man, I gotta go. I was right there.
You and Shannon Sharpe.
Man.
Yeah, boy. Get them girls down there, Freaknik. Oh, boy, Freaknik. Yep. That's both
Kappa
of y'all.
Beach.
Both of y'all.
Kappa Beach party.
Oh, my God.
Now I got two kids because of it.
That's our cue to leave, man. I'm out of here, dog. Look, y'all be sure to subscribe to the I Respectfully Disagree podcast on YouTube. You can find it also on streaming services. Shout out to whoever this was on the YouTube live, man. That hurt my heart when you was like, man, you only got 3 people watching. He got 25,000. I'm trying to get there, people. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, bro. Right now, last I checked, we finally got up to what, 735. It's a slow grind, but man, y'all go hit that subscribe button, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Y'all let me know in the comment section, bro. Like, how do y'all truly feel about this whole situation? Is it fair or foul? I'm telling y'all, for me personally, I don't agree with the age gap. Like that to me in its own self, I don't have no sympathy for the situation. Because I'm like, bro, you 50-something years old. I don't care if they're quote unquote legal. That's a teenager. Like, that to me is just gross. So y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And we out. Peace out, bro.
Ass toasted, no competition. Amnesia coasting. I feel so high, I feel so live. My body's in the twine. Amnesia coasting. I feel so live, and I know why. That I can't deny. Amnesia coasting. Giddy, fine wine, fools.
Liquor.